Ever wondered why apps like Duolingo makes learning a new language feel like a game? The secret lies in something called gamification. But what exactly is gamification and how can you use it to create an engaging experience as a UX or product designer? Stick around because by the end of this video, you will not only understand gamification, but you also know how exactly to implement it in your designs. Do you struggle to comprehend industry jargons as an early career UX or product designer? If so, don't worry, I have compiled a series to discuss these terms starting from letter A to Z to help you understand and effectively use them in your communication. This will help you set the right expectations and demonstrate your value to others. In this series, we've gone through letter A to F and we are currently on letter G. Our word for today is, drum roll, gamification. But what exactly is gamification? Gamification is a process of applying game design elements and game principles to non-game contexts in order to enhance engagement, motivation, and participation. It works because it taps into the basic human psychology. As humans, our innate love for challenge, reward, and recognition is what keeps us going when we're trying to learn something new. For example, think about how Duolingo turns learning into a series of small, achievable goals, giving users a sense of progress and accomplishment with every lesson completed. But the truth is that gamification isn't about turning everything into a game. It's about making experiences more engaging by strategically leveraging game mechanics. So how do you start applying gamification to your design? Step 1. You need to identify your goals and user motivation. The first step in gamification is understanding the goals of your product and what motivates your users. Without this understanding, gamification can feel forced and even alienate users. Duolingo is a great example of an app that uses gamification to make the process of learning a new language easier for users. And we're going to be using them as an example throughout this video. In Duolingo's case, the goal is to make language learning fun and consistent, while users are motivated by the desire to learn a language quickly or to outperform their friends. Knowing what drives your users can help you choose the right game mechanics to incorporate. Once you know your goals and motivation, it's time to choose the game mechanics. Step 2. Choose the right game mechanics. Game mechanics are the building block of gamification. Things like points, badge, leaderboards, and even challenges. Each mechanic serves a different purpose. Points. Points are a great way to measure progress and also provide immediate feedback to users. They serve as a reward for completing tasks or achieving goals, giving users a sense of accomplishment and encouraging them to continue engaging with the product. For example, Duolingo uses XP, experience points, to reward users for completing lessons, practice sessions, or even challenges. The accumulation of the points gives users a tangible measure of their progress and encourages continued learning. Badges. Badges are a visual representation of achievements that recognize and reward users for reaching specific milestones. They provide users with a sense of pride and status, often serving as a social signal that can be shared with others. Badges also encourage users to explore different aspects of the product to collect all available badges. In a language learning app like Duolingo, users might earn badges for completing a certain number of lessons or even mastering a specific skill. Badges also encourage users to explore different aspects of a product to collect all available badges. Duolingo awards badges for achieving specific milestones, such as maintaining a streak for a certain number of days, completing a set of lessons, or reaching a particular level in a course. These badges serve as visual markers of accomplishment and can be shared on social media, adding a social element to the achievements. Leaderboards. Leaderboards introduce a competitive element by ranking users based on their performance or progress. They motivate users to improve their standing by engaging more with the product, fostering a sense of competition and achievements. Leaderboards can also build a sense of community by allowing users to compare their progress with others. Let's go back to our Duolingo example. Duolingo features leaderboards in its league system, where users are ranked based on the amount of XP they earn within a week. The top performers move up to the higher leagues, adding a competitive element that motivates users to keep practicing to maintain or improve their ranking. Challenges. Challenges are tasks or goals that push users to achieve specific objectives within a set time frame. They provide users with a sense of purpose and direction, often tapping into their desire for mastery and accomplishments. Challenges can also create a sense of urgency and encourage frequent interaction with the product. Duolingo often sets weekly challenges or offers special challenges like double or nothing, where users can earn extra XP if they complete a certain number of lessons within a specified time frame. These challenges push users to stay consistent and engaged, often encouraging them to practice more than they otherwise might. By combining these mechanics, you can create a comprehensive gamification strategy that addresses different aspects of users' motivation, from immediate rewards to long-term engagement and social interaction. The key, however, is to align these mechanics with your users' motivation and the goals of your product. Finally, let's talk about how to implement and test your gamification strategy. Step 3. Implement and iterate. Implementation is where you bring your gamification strategy to life, but it doesn't stop there. Iteration is crucial. Like everything in product design, you have to iterate. Users' response to gamification can be unpredictable, so testing and refining your approach is essential to success. Going back to our running example of Duolingo, they didn't get their gamification strategy right overnight. They continually tweaked their approach, adding features like streak freeze to keep users engaged even if they missed a day. Remember, gamification should enhance the user's experience and not overwhelm it. So to wrap it all up, gamification, as seen in Duolingo, is a powerful tool that can make users more engaged, and it taps into the basic elements of human motivation. Whether you're adding streaks, points, leaderboards, or challenges, the key is to always keep your users' motivation and product goal at the forefront. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the subscribe button below for more content like this, and don't forget to join our newsletter where I share exclusive tips and insights every week just for you. You can find the link to the newsletter pinned in the description below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.